Yeah. I just wanted to mention that this is a forgery. Yes. hmm And many of the signatures of the petitioner, yeah, they're forgeries. Now, there was this thought that my wife had to have lookalikes because of her importance. Yes. Yes. hmm And it could be that you would want to look at the signatures of every document that was signed in court right now. Because this color of official right, yeah. Each time I make one of these little PDFs I put in my drive today, yes, it's called a war crimes drive for a reason. And when I say sued and prosecuted, yes, I'm going to sue and prosecute every judge of the United States. Now, the color of your official right, yes, means that as employees of the government, yeah, you have an obligation to enforce forgery laws, right? Felony laws. Oh. And then there's what's known as fraud. Now, these offenses involving public officials, see Part C, yeah, if any such officials are involved, yeah. Now, I thought for sure when I informed the sheriff's department, yes, that you would immediately enforce the laws of the United States. But you didn't. See, from what I'm really surmising, yes, is your inability to enforce the laws. Now, yesterday I spent quite a bit of time talking about my indigent rights being violated when Heidi motioned the court on July 8th of 2011 for a protection order. Yes. hmm And you allowed her to do that ex parte. Yes. In a civil matter. Yes. Pro se. Right. And you issued a protection order without the consideration of her indigency. Yeah. Now, it looks like we're going to have to obligate every petitioner to be provided an attorney. Because this county, this state, doesn't seem to understand, yes, that you can't be accepting the motions, yes, of indigent individuals, right? Because they do have to be, they do have to be provided legal counsel. Now, no one wanted to correct my wife about what her obligations were as a petitioner. No. See, she petitioned the court for dissolution of marriage on May 24th of 2012. Yes. Had me arrested on May 27th of 2012 as a pro se petitioner. Yes. And I would say that her financial declaration said that she was indigent. Yes, she was. But you allowed her to do that. Had me arrested 3 days later when serving me. Yes, you did. Mm. And then when I got out of jail while on trial, yes, for the accusation of violating the restraint provisions of the protection order that you allowed her to motion the court for, is in a civil matter because the arrest didn't take place in Washington State. Somebody should have realized that that poor welfare woman, yes, should have been obligated to have to use an attorney so as to make sure there was some accountability to the due process of the respondent. Now, let's say, yes, I'm married to an idiot as a wife. She doesn't know that you can't motion the court for default dissolution of marriage. I respond, I pay the $65 to have her served. Yes. And the next Monday, wasn't it? Yeah. She decides to run into the court right now. hmm Now, these idiots, yes, known as citizens of the United States, that happen to be petitioning the court for protection orders and dissolutions of marriage. It looks like they're all going to have an attorney represent them. Now, oftentimes we think that they're going to be, well, helped. Yes. Having an attorney, but any attorney that would know a civil matter, yes, I could personally sue them right now for knowingly violating my right to due process. Now, there doesn't seem to be enough accountability in the judicial system of the United States. Will you allow some idiot to run in there saying, I'm the victim of this? You allowed for her to kidnap and abduct my sons. Yes. When I informed you of the crime of me not having any due process, your whole response was, well, as long as we issue the court. Now, let's say I went to suing you today for allowing idiot petitions.